It's a philosophy of cleaning up too, and selecting what has magnetism, human magnetism, has been touched and has been used, and for good purpose. Is art, okay, but in the same moment, giving a message, cleaning up the world, and giving back to nice, projected, and good pieces of handwork a new life, a new importance. It's not cutting or grinding anymore, but it's telling you that probably if you had kept that machine working now, it would be modern, because you don't need petrol, you just put a cow pulling it, or using the energy of water, until we still will have. When I was in Sardinia, I was fascinated by wood and stone, because the nature was giving me wood and stone. And I was living in an old farm, a little farm, where the owner, strange guy, had a lot of old tractors and old scrap metal. So once I made a piece of stone with faces around, I make them quite complicated, like the one you see there, the three faces, no? With one meaning. I had to present them. And the stone is heavy. So I used to go in a scrap dump and take out a heavy round thing, possibly, for the base. And I had to weld. I had to start welding to keep up all that weight.
Right.
So he had a welding machine there. And I said, can I use it? And I started putting up my first structures. But actually, they were the first bases for my stonework and my woodwork. But it was a fascinating. I was 22 years when I got in Sardinia.
Right.
And but because welding metal is so immediate.
Right.
And once you get to learn how to use the machine, you can not only join, but bend and turn around just using the heat of an electrical welder instead of fire. Because fire, I can't use fire in this workshop. And so I asked him if I could use his metal, and he was happy because he would have to pay somebody to bring it away. And I started making my first metal structure. But how can I make something so fantastically perfect in a moment that, if you look at the newspaper, if you hear it, listen to people talking, the problem is not beauty. The problem is, let's try to keep beauty in life, because we are killing beauty. Once we've solved all this problem about migrants, I'll start making beautiful things. I'll start sculpting flowers and beautiful men and women hugging each other. But material has helped me to give me the possibility to create a little multiply, to make the feeling of a lot, a mass. The reason why these masses are just streaming and roaming around. It's not up to me to say who's the fault, why, what can we do. It's just to try to keep on talking about it. So who is in charge of deciding and moving the game, the big game, can start go on seeing. I mean, I just want to go on talking about it and showing it. So who doesn't look in the right spot? You'll never realize if somebody comes to an exhibition, my exhibition, I prefer talking about this, and the reasons why all this is happening. I think that I'm halfway between who made the damage and who's realizing that the damage has been done. Okay. So I'm not the person that can give solutions.
Right.
For what I need, if I want to make a cinetic structure, I would think of solar panels, even if I know that solar panels to be built make pollution, and at the end of their course, you have to, they are scraps too, because they have an end of life. But try not to use energy for what? For giving a message. So I'm not the person that, unless talking about my little world, can give big solutions. I'm not a scientist. I'm not that shows future here. We can't treat our future this way. Or people just living in their own little lives. We have to live all together. So even the last one. Most of all, the last one has to be helped. So there are three of us helping it. It's just a little portion of it. And what you can't see, what you can't see is hidden. That there's something happening even under the deck. But there's always somebody helping or trying to encourage the others. And I don't think that this metal work would have had the same energy, if I can say so, using brand new materials. Because part of the result is just because of the materials are old, are rusty, have been used, have the energy to get you a little bit more near the atmosphere. And this is my exodus. This is my exodus. But there's much more to come. There's much more. Unfortunately, I would wish that in a peaceful way they would stop this inspiration. But for the moment I'll go on talking about it. It's our future. I've got a son, Mira's got a daughter, so we must do something. And this is the best way I think I can manage to transmit it. I'm not a writer, I'm not a filmmaker, I'm just a craftsman. A poetic craftsman. That's it.